I'm laughing to myself because here I am, I'm going to start playing. I'm already started thinking of something I'm going to say before I've even started playing. I don't want to talk all the time tonight. I talked too much on the last one last night. It's midnight now. Midnight of the 19th. Starting is now the 19th as of a minute ago. Midnight set. So last night I must have started an hour and a half set. I must have started at 3 in the morning. Oh, 12:06. Okay, well I put the guitar on. The battery's half dead. So it's going to be softer. It won't be big and loud like it was last night. That's for sure. Might play some nice lead. I've got some dead ones here that I should have put in the oven a little bit to heat them. And I want to recycle them. I need to, there's 3 of them here. And these have all been used. I don't like using them. They're alkaline batteries, you know. I want to come up with an electrical system for this thing. Maybe a solar power charger. If somebody out there could think about that for me, like those little remote car power pack, remote power control parks. They use 9 volt, you know. You can get power packs. I met a guy in St. John's have one. And I never managed to put one together in Thailand. I never got it working. I did have the battery pack. Never got it working. The leads and all that shit. But I always want to make a broadcasty thing out of this. I love these things. Right? So these I can heat up a little bit and restore. But I'd like to find how to recycle them. I don't like like a big coffee can full of these things. Oh man, how many animals did I kill with those? I don't know. I shudder to think. So I'm sorry to play electric, but I was raised under the power lines. I'm on fire with the electrical fire. It drives my soul. I swear it does. I feel this. You guys say, oh, you sound so much better acoustic. Well, I can. I do this thing really nice acoustic. And I just can't afford to buy one. And I goofed up and I wound up buying that stupid GoPro and losing the money instead of buying one. I took it back. I was going to get a guitar and a computer. Well, I got the computer now. I need a guitar. Anybody want to donate acoustic? Especially a 12 string. I had a list 12 string. Norman makes one just like it. Doesn't have to be 12, but you know, my ex-brother-in-law supposed to deliver it to me, kept it for a while, as an asshole about it, and they left it at some woman's place, my sister thinks, and fucking people just have disrespect. Oh, it's just a surf guitar, it's just a beach guitar. Well, maybe to you it is, asshole. It's a personal guitar. It has a story to it, including the 2 that were stolen from me. Yeah, stolen, in the Annapolis Valley. I don't want them back now. Bad karma. Bad karma. Bad karma. I don't want them back. Really, really nice Epiphone Rosewood. Fuck, that was a nice thing, almost fucking mint. Yeah, I bought it on sale, and I had my Squire I bought, and it was always too heavy. I like these Tersers. This isn't the Terser. This is another Epiphone. It's SG copy. I got a Terser in Hamilton that hopefully Nick can get it to me. The Kettle Black. But Kettle Black and I were going to work together when I get back there again. I know that. And Webb and Weremus. I'm not a man of any one place. Like the Mountie that was here says, well, where are you from? He says, well, I'm from all over. Well, so am I. All over the long, thin white line in the great red north that is the true nature of the true north. And I know what oppression is. I've seen it before in other countries. I know exactly what it is here. And here it's by your skin color and your background. Yes, it is. And not necessarily to do with being white either. Yeah, well, I'm Norwegian. I'm not one of the 100 families, even though my grandfather was very, very prominent Norwegian, as my grandma and my uncle, and lots of them. No, we're not part of the 100 family of the Chateau Clique. We don't run this country. No part to say, I don't believe in representative democracy anymore. We need direct democracy, and if we form a model for it, here, before we join the union, we must join the union. If we want freedom, liberty, and all the things that they have that we don't have, and everybody goes, oh, we're so afraid of that because, oh, they're Americans. Oh, God, what if we like them? We already are, stupids. You were just too calm and too, oh, don't get too excited. Yeah, what are you doing? You want to keep on eating shit the rest of your life and be a doormat? Man, I don't want to. I'm just going to sing some songs. I'll begin to talk to her. I just invited to come down here to meet me from Ashcroft. I think she might. Fiance of a certain friend of mine that I knew from long ago. She's from that other country. I think she lives in New England. The constitutional administration, and also the geotechnical realities of the Monroe Doctrine. It's going to happen anyway. I just want to get 30 stars in the U.S. flag instead of none, and have the same shitty system. And they're already running this anyway. What the fuck is Ottawa? A bunch of bullshit anyway. Anyway, never mind. The Crown. I just wanted to play music tonight, so I'm not going to talk Canadian politics. There's a way to change it, but people have to open their eyes. I feel like a sighted man in a country of the blind, shutting the rooftops to a country full of the deaf. Oh, the deaf, or the people get down off the roof. I'm gonna get the police, or shut up, you fucking old man. You don't know fucking shit. You were told to shut up in the gym, so fucking shut up. Yeah, bullies always tell people to shut up. No, this bully guy is not gonna shut up anymore. About about freedom, liberty, justice, equality for everybody. And what a bullshit system representative democracy is of any kind. Which, that's the Swiss part of me, I guess, and I'm not even fucking Swiss, but I am Burgundian. I sympathize wholeheartedly. Maybe it's my Orleanist blood. I'm not Quebecois. I'm not Dessouche. Nope, not Cajun. Not Métis. Nope, I'm another kind of French. I'm the other kind from France. Revolutionary France, but of the Orleanist kind. Yeah, but the Orleanists are on the side of this. I know they are. I want to find my relations there and elsewhere in Europe, because all your relations matter. And here, I'm an outsider and after care duty. As are we all. But you know what? In the sovereign territories, yeah, declare sovereignty and get a UN plebiscite. Hey, fuck off, Canada. You don't even have treaties here. Oh, and the Marines. And the Marines, well, yeah, sure, Canada. Yeah, great. So we get 10 stars in BC, Alberta, Yukon, instead of just 1 or none. And right now, we've got Warren Buffett here and Bill Gates here investing hugely. You don't even see it because our media doesn't tell you about the colonization because our media is colonized. Man, it's so obvious that people are so blind. Oh, shut up, old man. You don't know nothing. Or, well, I'm only a 30-year age, but I can tell you you're wrong. Oh, really? How are you going to tell me that? Fuck, people are stupid. It doesn't matter that they're young. I don't care. They're just young. They just don't yet. I still like the guy, that said that. I still like him. I still think he has potential because, he's a boxer. He reminded me of my old man, but not as principled a man as my old man. But my old man was raised by television and radio and going to hockey games and pro sports games and buying commercial shit and what are being told how you're supposed to think by the bullshit that all this right wing is feeding some big, strong guys. But there's lots of big, strong guys that have big, bold, bright hearts. So, those are the ones I'm calling out to. Well, a couple of them are coming to see me. Real nice young 21-year-old fireman. I hope he comes. I won't name him. Up for the ridge. And some other friends from up there that are around. And some other people I know, older and younger, up and down the canyon or throughout BC. People I say from other parts of the country, wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah, and I'd like to go all do the border towns. Haida, Lake City, and so on. I said in the last video. So I'll shut up now and play something after I drink some water. You see, I've already started. I'm talking for how many minutes? Well, you shut me up by playing your music. So other ways to shut me up too that aren't just kind of here. I just want to play some music and have some fun because I've written a lot today. I still haven't done my arbitration. It's not too late. I just have to done. It's about 6 points. Blah, blah, blah. He said this. He said this. This happened. This happened. Go get it printed out tomorrow. I think Elizabeth, my landlady's coming. We'll have a little visit. Ooh, I cleaned up the kitchen a lot, but she won't mind. There's issues with it. No comment. Whoops. Let's make. I wish I had a dog. I really got to sing that one of these days, but I don't want to spin off those lyrics right now. I wish I had a truck and a car. It goes like that, stuff like that. But I know every song has its time. That one was St. John's especially. I was thinking about Halle too at the same time. Thinking about all of my songs. Just thinking about other places. Montreal was often like that. Sirens. The bell that rings at the end of the town. Yeah, sirens. Oh, I'm tired, eh? Oh yeah. That's fun though. I like blues. That says totally minimalist blues is E minor, E7 to A7. I'm always in first position. I'm lazy. I've got no say. I got no dexterity here really. I don't have left-hand dexterity. Same with piano. What that means on piano is it's always like this. I'm doing more and more. I'm doing some of this. But it's usually I'm just coordinating octaves on that side. But it's always chunky. So that winds up being here because it's called chunky right here, and the finger work happens here with the. And apparently I play guitar like nobody else. It's a certain style I have with somebody else comment on. I developed my own style. It was. Oh, glory shining over me, shining down from the land of the free west. I wish I'd go to California, but I'm stuck up here in the old country. And I saw LA all the years when I was young. I've been years in the old country, living life with the law. Oh, Miss Lloyd. Oh, glory shining over me, shining down from the land of the free. Well, I stuck up here in the North Country, and I've been a long time since California. I miss that. I miss Santa Barbara shores. I said for years in the old country, 'cause I run for the law. Oh, glory shine all of the ways, shining strong from the land of the brave. Oh, I see that they need our help. I'm trying to set it up here on the frozen shelf. Take down the wall, take down the line. I lived too long on the frozen sideline. I want to feel the sun and glory. I want to go back to California. Oh, I want what is I live for the law. I spent my years in the North Country. Now I want to break down the law. So are you? Well, I have my freedoms and you tell me they're not true. You tell me the crowd is a wonderful thing, but I have yet to show me how it does a thing. Oh, I know troops and bodies, and I saw the days when the days of darkness, and I know the Métis were beaten and the natives starved and all in the south. We're told their stars and all. Oh no, the national dream was built on blood and death. Oh yeah, and the Rockies parks, they were cleared out. Oh, where did the dead? Oh, false castles in the mountains. And on the yonder shore they have no right to rule on this western piece of green space for the land of the free. Oh, I want to see stars shining to the pole. All free people with a free vote, living life in their own law. Is a free land. All I see is the land of the brave. Yeah, right now is run by the knaves. Well, we need the freedom to be in their graves. And all the free, all the truly brave. I spent my youth in the North Country. I want to go back to the land of the brave. Oh, I saw so much, oh yeah, in all my traveling far. I know that we do not have free country in the land beneath the golden stars. I was a lonely, lonely boy, traveling my fight with a heart and star, and I belong. A thin white line to St. John's War and Baltimore line. I stand on the floor and I think, I want to go back to California where I should have born it. All on the day, I want to see all the crowds just show Galveston. I love it in the North Country, roaming far in the land of the star. And only one lies in cold and hard runs hard settles off of the land. Free country hills in the knee of the crown and the bone now. What were all these troops doing all on the rocky side? The crown has no right in my free country. I'm looking for the cause of the right of its cause. Yeah, that our people rule ourselves and we need American freedoms to get the purge going down in the South. Oh, nobody can tell me the 30 new Canadian stars in the U.S. flag will not help the Union. Kill the demons and send the bastard into playing down the stars and send. Let blind, let pay for the orange ones keep. Why should we free people stolen so long get paid for his keep? Putin is playing a silly game. He thinks somehow that his fuel's on the game. Oh yeah, well you're sitting on 200 billion, man. You don't even know how to play the game. Oh, well, I know there's things out for. Yeah, I spent my years in the North Country. I seen a thing or two. Yeah, Putin's done. Putin's done. Donnie's done. We're worried about him up in Canada. Yeah, we should be, because he's got the steamroller if he wants to, thanks to Boulton. Well, Boulton, I'm sure, was a Bush Harper deal. It had to do with that. He's a schemer. Just like Manafort, but only more slick. And he has that stupid... Mr. Boulton, I'm sorry, I don't mean to introduce you. I don't want to offend it. Nope, not Pompeo. I like you. You know, I like election American politicians. I like a lot of better of our capitals, several letters, swear words. I like Liz May. I hope she comes sees me. Really, I seriously do. I founded the Green Party. I hope she listens to what I just said to John Kidder, her fiance. Yeah, Margot Kidder's younger brother. The dear Lois Lane, departed from this world. Now John is, Clark Kent. Really is. But, they're bold. They're not timid enough. Sorry, they're too timid, the Greens. No, you can't play the Crown's game anymore. The Crown isn't playing anybody else's game. They're not even playing by their own constitution. Or by the law, or by international law. And UN just made a resolution. What are we doing? Oh, you're still in the House. No, you walk out of the House at this point. And there's the people I know here, they're just going to get them to declare sovereignty and work with the First Nations and ask for a plebiscite in the UN. That's that simple. Oh, what are they going to do? Arrest me? Yeah, they probably will. Which is why I'm going to do this at the border. What I'm doing here, whether it's Omak or Sumas or Haida or I don't know where I'll get to, Bennett Lake, I don't know, Matamoros, Tijuana, Bahamas, where American people can hear me, because I play Americana. I don't play fucking simpy fucking Toronto fucking pop music or, oh, could you play acoustic for me? You sound so much better that way. Yeah. Oh, we really respect what you're doing. We just don't like the sound of it. What, you don't like the sound of truth either? Yeah, you just want to go and have your little folky festivals and little paint your noses and cartoons and, you know, when you go to your country music fest, be cool. And you know that music has completely lost its thing since the 60s. I quoted Buffalo Springfield at somebody today. And he didn't even know the song. He thought it was, what are you talking about? Yeah, his parents left Palestine in 48. He's a Palestinian refugee descendant. Good friend of mine, Leon. He's a media guy too, and I'm glad to hear from him because he's been ill. He has bad health problems, got hit by a car or something. Yeah, he's been recovering. But we met during the referendum campaign. I don't know, it's a time of love for all the people I saw on the street. We wanted to vote. So many people wanted to vote, and I hit pedicab. I could talk to 10,000 people. I must have talked to 30. So I'm the walking poll. I'm the walking, talking poll to talk to the people all the pollster companies don't vote. So you don't talk to the polling companies. The polling companies are part of the ad machine to lie and cheat. And I got on John's Kidder's case about the Green Party does this too much. They share articles from Andrew Coyne for the National Post, Globe and Mail. Even Terry Glaub's a friend of mine. He's writing for Maclean's or not, or whatever he's writing for. I'm not sure. Definitely Maclean's. But remember that these are the corporate Canadian lie machine of the central thing of the CanLit, CRTC, CanLit, can control the mind thing. No, sure he is garbage media in the States like there is here. There's tons of fucking garbage media here, both sides. We're seeing Russian-funded stuff. That's why Bengal saying, oh, Mr. Putin already has his fingers in here. Mr. Putin, is it? Oh, I think he's being played. Amina Glarov has another tape. Did you realize that? I'm so laughing. Because you don't sit on 200 billion. That's what the other is about. No, he's an amateur oligarch. Yeah, they've been greasing his wheels, but no, he got them all in trouble, including Glarov, who had to cancel his North American tour, and that's when the girls started talking about what was in the hotel room. And was it that hotel room that they had the donkey? Oh my God. And was Putin come in? Really? I didn't read that article. I gotta look it up again. But there's been other ones too that he was right after that. They were his girls that sent into Putin, sitting in Trumpy's room, while the Putin protege's room. Yeah, well, the orange one is done. He's good at being scary, and he wants his old man's property back in the Yukon. He just doesn't want Canadian laws to have to deal with. Well, it's simple enough. Well, he can send troops across the border anytime he wants, like that, for any reason. And the Monroe Doctrine and Manifest Destiny, they all add up like this. It's like, no, folks. That line is not going to last past Christmas. If it does, it's a miracle. If it doesn't, well, we need to be free states by then and join the union. And I want a primary here so that we can vote for the U.S. president next year. I don't want to fucking deal with the fucking Crown has no right to even be here after the bullshit they pulled here. How much did that operation cost? Were those the Van Duys? And the reality was that the Northern Gateway Pipeline was canceled because of Frieda Hussein's opposition and the risk of war along that corridor. So Mr. Trudeau decided to chance it. He decided to chance it, the bitch. He tried to chance Rummel, so that's why he's sending, I think it was the Airborne. Yeah. Van Duys. Yeah, wow, the notorious Van Duys from Quebec, La Belle Quebec, huh? The most fascist province in the country. Really it is. Quebec sure has the best social program. It's all a sop. No, the SQ. No, shit, the Airborne. I can't even go on about it's dangerous in this country. Really, it's dangerous. So it's a shitty thing that's dangerous for me to ask these questions, to be humiliated for asking them. For him to talk about de-escalating things by sending 1,000 Mounties. We still don't know how many troops. How much will they cost? Well, I de-escalated by arresting those 14 anti-pipeline activists. You know what? I'll call you a Bourbon Prince, you swear word. Never mind a Sinclair brat. Connected to the CPR, which he has built on blood and death and betrayal and damn the Métis War and Métis self-determination. They call it a rebellion. Yeah, a rebellion against what? Against annexation by Canada. They fought for their self-determination. In Canadian history calls it a rebellion, and they hung him, and they thought he made him a saint. Oh, fuck Canada, you sicken me. And made Sir J. Why is to see Sir J.J. Nonimal's fucking alcoholic face on my fucking $10 bill all the time? That sweat. Cretin. No, I want to see Chief Dan George. I want to see David Spitlam. I want to see Captain Henry Snyder. It'd be nice to see Governor Douglas on a bill. You know, we have our own people here in BC. What Olivia, whatever her name is, from you know, black woman from Nova Scotia that's now on the 20. That's a great thing. But why don't we have someone from here? Why? Because Ottawa makes all the fucking decisions. And Jane Jacobs, who lived in Toronto when she wrote Wealth of Nations and Cities in the Wealth of Nations, or Wealth of Cities, Harper's is a condensed form of Cities in the Wealth of Nations. Greatest Canadian resident economist ever lived, far beyond Keynes or all the rest of them. Adam Smith's a piece of crap. Same as Kant, his philosopher. No, the truth is right there in front of your face, and that's what I like about the late James Jacobs' writing. Who's known as an urban planner. Yeah, she also made some really astute observations on currency, which have all been borne out in terms of looking at what happened to the EU and the drachma and everything else went on with what happened with Putin and the ruble when the Soviet Union came apart and stuff like that. The decentralization of currency. I don't know what the strongest post-Soviet currency is. It might be the Kazakh currency or something. I don't know. I don't think it's the ruble. But the ruble collapsed when I was down there because of the sanctions, because of fucking downing MH17, MH370. I said, I never got too hard about those fights. I'll get them on for a while. Let me go play some songs now. Oh, I saw and I wondered. Oh, searching for some love and joy. I want what give you. I want to sing be the only that I do. Oh yeah, well that's what it's for. Oh yeah, peace and gold top. Then I found the southern sky, oh, and the rain falling so on high. Oh yeah, I saw all distant lands. Oh yeah, I felt your heart and hand. Wild-hearted boy, I've been searching for some love and joy. All I want to share with you. All things I know how to do. I want to do more, but the battery's dying. I'll play something else. It was dead last night. I'm amazed it lasted that long. var Arsjø Vestfarer jeg henger Hvis de kom her høyre pigere sier her det står Hvor de gang unge mann Hvor det sol Hvor det sjøre sånn Skip fer i gang Vår hestig i gang Vår hjelpa kanskje stikk Vår jeg har i Vår gang Vår jeg har i vandret i far Hvor jeg har en til land Hvor jeg gang Hvor jeg sang Hvor jeg gang har jeg Hvor jeg gang Hvor jeg gang er i gang Hvor jeg gang Hvor jeg sår i det andre har jeg så Hvor jeg i vest i sjø Hvor jeg runder på det kom på bordet I need a new battery, don't I? Damn it. That was fun, though. Yeah, that's vikingurinnar. Means a Viking. So it's about a young guy. It's like Peer Gynt. You know, he goes across the sea and he goes and dances with the Sasquatch of the Western Shore. There's a story from Alaska about the Vikings making it that far, and I believe him totally. And I know about something else in Yukon. Yeah, they were here. Oh, were they ever here? Yeah, and I think they were down here too. There's an old story about them even being around the Comox and stuff. And there's signs that they were, you know, in terms of ship design and stuff. And Phoenician stuff, and there's a rowing paddling race, and the culture, the drumming, not so much, but the Polynesians were definitely here. Lono came to Alaska, the great white land of the Norse, you know, and I don't know, that skeletons in the closet video about that third one. They immediately go to Haida and the Kwakula. Kwakula are probably more like to Canada. The Haida, well, the story goes that Kamehameha the first was able to unite the Hawaiian Islands because of an external threat from the northwest, because the Haida and the Tlingit had found out about them. I know it's the Haida and the Tlingit, the Haida and the Kwakwak, I think, or the Haida and the Nachalna. I don't know which group of them, Nachalna. One of them. They didn't never reach the nations. It's not like they are now. They were separate nations. There were all kinds of Haida warring with each other. They were allied with the Tongass, Tlingit, and the Tsimshian that went down to Puget Sound and so on. It's not what people think. They weren't unified nations. They are now. There's so few of them now. They unify like the Slatland did. They weren't ever war each other, but man, they sure got eaten alive, quite literally. Well, not exactly alive. I won't go into the wars, but it's a joke. And whatever the Shuswap did to them during the terrible depredations of 1837, I think it was. And I don't know. Things happened in that country that they were friendly to us when we first came because they needed friends. And that's why they were friendly. Hey, we had the food. Like a dog. No offense, not me and the dog references were friendly. But you know, a dog loves you when you feed, of course you would call it friendly Indians. And their word for us was a good one because long ago someone came through the valley and he was so good they said he was God. I think he was a Buddhist monk from Chile. Sent by the Chinese emperor, the famous Fusang expedition. There was another one guy, and some of them didn't come back. Signs of another one in Skeena too, right? All through the belief system in North America, the Buddhist missionaries are everywhere. And I know Black Elk is very much full of it. It's not necessarily Buddha. There were people that were in the transcendent state that did Satori, you know, and all the other things are mystical states that will lead past the enlightenment. And nobody can tell me that. Like, I don't know. Nobody can tell me they were a crazy horse. Wasn't special. Or Clans Hassan. Special individuals, philosopher kings, you know, Dan George certainly. Dan George certainly is a Taoist, you know. And yeah, he's raised, you know, Dan Ginneholt, he was, you know, raised on the logging camps. I'm sure he told the Chinese what they believe. A lot of these guys were here fleeing from the Taiping Rebellion in China, which was a really crazy fucking series of events, I gotta say that. But yeah, you got a Church of Messiah and proclaiming herself the second coming in China. Oh, what have I done here? I ruined my little setup, I think. Will it work? Yeah, I'll leave it for a while. That'll give me a little juice in that for a bit here. Oh, come on, baby. I'm gonna have to make a shimmy. Hang on a second here. Oh, there's one there. Yeah, well, you know, there's a lot of history here that people don't know. It's like, there's a lot of history here that goes back centuries. The 1700 tsunami, the 1700 9.0. The estimate was a 9.0. I think they've done strains in the rocks as well as the size of the tsunami and stuff. They estimated 9.0. I don't know, there's been those microquakes, and that's nothing to do with the subduction zone down in the Kitsap and up through Saanich. A certain area of the Georgia Strait. That's something else in there. But there's volcanics going on here too, and you know, they're putting down a fucking pipeline down through Meager and Keeley and Brew and right beneath Squamish and where Garibaldi is active too, and the barrier is alive and it was leaking and oh shit. And they keep on building this shit. The same as they're building the Mount Sea Tunnel, even though sea level's rising and they're still facing the 9.0 and the Lulu Island wave. Oh god. They're all so stupid, the humans. But you know, humanity breeds stupidity. Stupidity is how you level the population. That's what war is too, quite frankly. That's the plan too. That's the plan of the upper echelons. That's why they're trying to foment the discord. Quite frankly, that is, they need to reduce the excess population, as Mr. Swift said. About the Irish. Well, they're about to do it again. Indeed. You hear me, folks? You hear me about Mr. Swift, Jonathan Swift? You know that? The modest proposal, the whole thing about him proposing, well, it was satire. But he said, well, you know, we have this terrible Irish problem. Why don't they eat their children or something like that? Yeah, it was satire. People took it seriously. But, you know, that's basically what's going on in Africa and Yemen. Yeah, I saw this. You got to think about poor Libya. This is the whole thing about Venezuela. How did they liberate? How did they fix Iraq? Oh, we have to intervene for democracy. Oh, yeah, where's the democracy in Libya? Where's it in Iraq? Yeah, what happened? You bombed the shit out of it for the oil. Same with Venezuela. What's Venezuela? A bunch of really nice people saying, Yankee, go home. And what's the Yankees doing? Oh, they're trying to fucking stage another fucking reason for an invasion. But I don't think they can, because the Catacumba River has all that lightning. And I think that's a major problem for U.S. forces. And I think it's all bluster, except for, yeah, as blackmail, they've got their own little thing. Well, let's have an election. An election what? Why an election, you know? Yeah, because you don't like the Chavez government. You want to take all the oil, even say it out in public. That's sickening. And you have the whole media going, yeah, we have the right to do this because we're America. We're the world's police state. We're not the world's policemen. We're the world's police state. Why don't you just start saying that? Well, I want to change that, America. I don't want to be in politics, but I want people to be directly in politics. I want Canadians to have a direct vote for president, a direct vote for government, a direct vote for the congressman and legislature without bullshit. Say, well, I can have the parties, but representative parties, not the thing, a referendum are the way to go like the French want. And the U.S. states have what we don't. And that's the one John Horgan can hold just as screwed up as Gordon Campbell ever held one and Christy Clark ever held one. The NDP are fucked up party, I'll say that right away. So Jeff Lee at the Sun is going to get sued sooner or later. Hey, Jeff, you want to fucking meet me in court right now? I won't call you a bitch, but you are one. Bill will call you a bitch. Address says, "Well, I'll describe you as a bitch." How's that? You want to sue me? And because you're a lying piece of shit about me, and I told you the truth, and you've lied about me on the front page of the Vancouver Sun, you prick. Wikipedia should have blocked you right away, and you should have been the one censored and not me, as well as that Chinese propagandist in Texas and that asshole military guy, the black Raven Wing. Fuck! I can't believe I got threatened by a pilot for mentioning that there were military people in. Oh, you're going to get in trouble for that, basically, is what he said. And then when I get like, see, I told you so. Yeah, and then, I'll go on Wikipedia for a bit. Veritas, oh, I looked it up. Yeah, okay. He's not anything like that. He's another Chinese that says, speaking truth to power, until I started taking on the Chinese bitches' lies about, but I distorted and selective things and making up all this shit about Vancouver, funding in every adjective he could. These big, long citations, wasting characters all over the place, unwieldy English, badly written. Oh, you can't criticize his English, and he's putting the proper formal required template for him. The templates were never required, and they still aren't. Oh, but the people who say they've made laws, well, they're now standard, and we're going to go after you for it, and blah, 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 blah. Don't post anything unless, not even on the talk page, I'll delete it. Well, I'll tell you what, Legacy Pack deleted stuff on me, and he's being made a fucking admin now. Fucking sickening Wikipedia. Jimbo Wales is worse. Jimbo Wales is worse. For all his innocence, he's worse than Zuckerberg. Mark my words, he is. And he takes payola from governments, militaries, corporations, political parties. He's a whore. You want to sue me, Jimbo? You want to sue me like you sued that photographer for the camera, the monkey, the macaque, and you've had all the money spent, that you're taking money from supposedly expanding Wikipedia servers when you're spending it on your salaries and your legal fees for that case? Damn, you're infuriating. And I'll get you yet, Maggie Dennis. I'll get you yet. I can't remember the name of the forgettable woman in Ireland. Yes, a similar female. Oh, women are more passive. Women are more compassionate, and men are really aggressive. I'll tell you what. Zoe, the one in Ireland, and I think the Fionatic London. I think that was probably female too. The way it was. Well, we're concerned for your health. Well, we just want to give you a little time out while we go and do all this fucking shit behind your back. That's how Wikipedia works. And then when you post that, you're blocked because we don't like your tone. So I'm calling you out, all you bitches. The held ANI, it's called Administrative Notice of Incident. They held it in secret. Oh, no, they didn't let anybody else in. They blocked me, and I always offered by what's-his-face, the interior conservative from Vernon, that works for them. Oh, he has a salary too, and he says, oh, Maggie's one of the nice people in the office. She's not being nice by not taking the time on Pellery to go and look at the argument that she waded in and blamed me for. Yeah, I'm a frustrated old man by a young puck in China who no, Texas, maybe also in China. I actually think he's FSB. No, not FSB, Public Security Bureau. Yeah, sure he's there on scholarship. Don't you people fucking know anything about spying? Or Legacy Pack, the realtor. Hey, buddy, you didn't want to be outed? Well, you are now, bitch. So I'm just going to write about things I know. And then all he does, 99%, is about terrorism stuff, including fabricating what sources meant and stuff like that on the Ottawa shootings and the Richelieu articles. And, oh, man. And then he starts deleting my stuff, criticizing him on the package. You're not allowed to fucking do that. I pointed out who gets in trouble. Somebody else says, Clevin, shut up. Oh, Skookum 1, shut up. Oh, that's Skookum 1, I'm notorious. So I don't know. I'm going to go by Big Skookum now. Yeah, I use that for other things too. So what? So what? Why should I fucking hide about fucking anything when I get exposed for nothing? And I get lied about by people who don't know squat, having admin power, Wikipedia is written by people who can arbitrarily censor you and cut you off forever by their own choice, and you have to kiss ass. Oh, Zoe, I was threatened, and I had mentioned legal action. I was worried about protection about something. She thought I was mentioning legal action against them or something. She's just a childish woman who has this power of adminship. Oh, you mentioned legal stuff, and until I actually said blah 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 blah, got on my knees. Then I was reinstated, and then several times again. Finally, I left after the Kwame thing. And also being blocked during the Stephen Harper thing when there's so many fucking Stephen articles on there and almost none about anything else. Oh, I thought he was really interested. We didn't need 20 articles within 6 months when we became elected. It was obviously propaganda. And it was an Australian. It was all kinds of other people intervening in our history, in our politics, from Australia, from America. And guess who has the money to spend all the time online? Well, I happen to be on welfare, so I had plenty of time. Or no money at all. No money at all. I was living in Cambodia, living on almost nothing. Or Thailand, I had my inheritance. Well, I didn't have, these people with money that can spend all day long, like Kwame, like Resolute, like Maggie, who actually gets a salary. And I'm sure, what's his face in Texas, the Chinese kid, who claims to be one person. I know it's a committee. I can see by the robo posting. Fuck. They're so fucking stupid. The different changes of lexical style. And I can see it. Oh, you can't write. You're really confusing. You need to take a mentor. Oh my God, too long did not read. Why don't you take some reading comprehension classes before you start editing Wikipedia about things you don't understand? How about studying Canadian history before you start writing it? Wait, whisper to me, whatever your real fucking name is. Fuck. And then he tries to recruit the Chinese guys that I'd fought all the bullshit about the Chinaman article and the hate material that was in there. He tried to recruit them. That's called polling. If I was to poll something, oh, you can't do that. But hey, he was polling people right and left to come after attack me in the private thing. Fuck! Wikipedia is fucking a star chamber run by idiots who have arbitrary and the arbitration process, the appeals for division is just fucking maniacal. I wrote one of those guys. He wrote me back, called me crazy and blah like this, but it was insulting stuff. I've got in my files. Yes, I will sue you, you bastard. And you have an actual degree. You're an actual somebody that called me that, and you're like in Wikipedia, senior Wikipedia admin. I'm going to expose Wikipedia with American law. Because they're using American law to hide behind and say, well, that monkey, we're going to sue that photographer for the monkey's rights. And what do? They made it public domain so they could use it, the fucking cunts. This is Wikimedia Foundation. So when I heard the BC Archives singing about doing Creative Commons, well, don't use fucking Wikimedia. Fuck, no, not that fucking thing. It's as infested with fools as Wikipedia. And, oh, never mind. It's just fucking ignorance, that whole place. It's run by the ignorant, for the ignorant, by the ignorant. Yeah, that's the problem with mass-generated media, because you don't have... Then you have the problem with the academics on the other side. Look at WP:EXP, all the people that left. I should be on there, except I don't have a degree, so... Oh, yeah, but, you know, I already know people that just boycotted, would never be listed on there, like the I can't remember his name. I won't think about the University of Northern BC guy that did the DAC article. He just left. They changed it to Carrier, and I had to fight to get it back on the DAC. Same with wALEwikipedia. wALEwikipedia, and he put it back to, he didn't have it at wALEwikipedia, he put it back to wALEwikipedia, the wrong spelling. And Wikinup is what they used, right? And same with Comox, K''OMX, which is actually there's another name for them. And I was trying to explain this to the woman from Ireland who intervened and got the spelling of silks wrong and said, oh, it was a natural mistake. No, well, if you'd actually read what everybody was saying. And then she goes, well, then Sandus, one guy goes on Comox, you see, oh, it's not Comox BC, and everybody, all the other Canadians went, no, you're wrong, it has to be like this. She didn't even change that yet. No, she doesn't like being interviewed with that Irish woman. Oh, no, it's schoolmarm. WP schoolmarm. I should write an essay on it like somebody wrote Brat in a Bubble for Kwame. You know, you have to look at that WP Brat in a Bubble. You won't find it because all that stuff gets deleted because it's critical. But, oh, it's okay to criticize Skookum One and ban him. Oh, he's a nasty man. Oh, he talks too long. What was that asshole in Can Talk said to me? Something about, oh, they're always getting me to do stuff, and then I come up with, okay, well, this needs doing it, this needs doing it. And then the same guy that got me to do this huge project that he wouldn't stand by, I got in trouble for it. Then he says, well, one I don't like about him is he's always proposing things for everybody else to do. Yeah, well, because there's all this stuff that has to be laid out that's groundwork, like the structure of the BC articles I did for the outline of British Columbia, which I was doing construction work. I got invited back in and got fucked up again. And the big article I wrote on Elastic Boundary, celebrating templates. They keep on adding code behind the scenes, but oh hell, if you write a long article or wrong discussion, oh, you're wasting all these characters. Yeah, but JIMBO already told them for templates and shit that in code, keep on writing code. I tell you what, even template codes for these arcane websites. Oh, you have to fill it out so you can fill for a racist judgment of Vancouver as a name because you fucking have a dick in your ass about it. Fuck! You don't even know the facts and you've never been here, this brat in Texas. He doesn't even listen to us. He doesn't even realize Vancouver is the article name of Ian Young, who used it innocently. And, you know, they say, oh, it was invented by white people to insult like Chinamen. No, it wasn't. It was invented either by Chinese street kids or Alan Fotheringham takes credit for it, and there's someone else. But Alan Fotheringham's not elites. God, no, he was always criticizing the elites. Well, it was white elites. Well, whites here are always the elite, you see, to the Chinese thing, the Sino thing. So I read Bo Yang, you know. Yeah, Bo Yang, Taiwanese guy that criticized Chiang Kai-shek, did jail time. Bo Yang's his pseudonym. I don't know his real name. I had this review. Of course, it's gone now on University of Toronto site. I'll find it again. University of Toronto Chinese Studies, I think it was. Yeah. And it said, and he uses this word himself, the ugly Chinaman. Huang Guo-Ren he used. Hang Guo-Ren. I gotta find that book for Mr. Guo, my friends. And also, I'm gonna send it to Eng too. He'll like it, right? But he says, the ugly Chinaman, if you tell him he's wrong, he will go away and write a 100-page essay and bring it fully footnoted and bring it back and demand you read it before you can talk to him again. That's exactly what this kid in Texas did. Exactly. Verbatim. And he would go into the original research back room and several others trying to get me blocked because I was conducting original research. And yet he admitted that, oh, I'm just making it up as I go along as far as finding things out and I have to correct him. Like where something is. Oh, fuck. Here I am. Oh, I want him blocked because he's interfering with me right to censor his own history according to this ethnic agenda of the Chinese Public Security Bureau, who I work for. And I can see that he's on payroll. What else is a fucking scholarship to fucking Houston or Dallas or wherever the fuck he is? Anybody that has to put a huge digital signature on there and plays the game of trying to get more. How many edits can you have? Is he trying to win? He's trying to play it like a teenager. to win Wikipedia. Well, all the intelligence agencies are doing that. All the companies are trying to do that. It's why oil sands, you can have to use it because there's been so much crap put out about oil sands when it was always called the tar sands until the oil industry started lying about fucking everything. And guess who runs Wikipedia? Yeah. Guess who runs? Well, not just Wikipedia. The money talks and bullshit makes it walk. No, it makes the bullshit walk. Money talks, it makes the bullshit walk all over the truth and drive people out of Wikipedia like me. And when they can't drive me out, when I stand up for something, I get blocked permanently without reprieve. I can't even contact another Wikipedian except some of them I already know. I'll create a thing if I want. But what's the point? What's the point in trying to fix a broken machine like that? It feels like that's a Luddite fucking thing that needs a smashing. We need the Bulgarian Jihad. We need to break the world free of the machines and the machine thing. Now that's going to take chaos, and yeah, that's what's coming anyway. That's what's coming anyway. And people go, oh no, everything's going to keep on going just fine, just relax, Mike. And oh, I'm 21 years old, and you don't know your health insurance fine. Trump won't touch it. Oh, you fucking fool. I like the guy. I think he has potential, if only he'd snap out of the brainwashing. So many people think they have a right to talk down to people older than them that know more. And he won't even talk to me now. No. He thinks he's more than I am. All right, you can come to my shows. I might let you bounce if you should do something crude. Really, I'm really that point. I don't know whether I am or not. I don't know whether I'll get on stage or not where. Doesn't matter. I played out in the snow. I made some of the best songs I did on the frozen snow. And those songs are going the distance. The same in Acapulco Beach in the sand at night. I'll go back in Carlos's and to the Perez, as in Acapulco, the Zamoras. And I'll go back to playing in Torres. The Perez is also. I'll go Oaxaca this time, and I'll play, at the borders. I'll play at Matamoros and Tijuana, and so on. I'll play in Cuba. If I can't play everywhere with the United States, but all around it, until I can break my way into it by breaking down the border, making progressive Americans realize that we are their one best hope. And the bad guys are up here anyway. And the people up here don't even realize that they're being played by the bad guys. They think all the stuff, Canada Strong, National Conservative News Coalition Network, whatever they are, they're all fucking Russian, Cambridge Analytica Internet Research Agency. Yeah, it's all fucking bullshit that's going on in the Canadian media. And where's the Canadian media? We got to worry about the activists against the pipeline. Yeah, well, according to the Bill C-51, which Mr. Trudeau made stronger, and send in those 1,000 Mounties to the region where women regularly get abused in Mountie detachments, and most of them get, that's where most of them have died or disappeared. Along Highway 17 west of Prince George. You sent 1,000 Mounties in there, and a bunch of fucking Van Duys from another province. That was a criminal act. That deserves what Santaner, Castaner, and Macron are going to get when the yellow vest thing is over in France. Yeah. You hear what I'm saying? You know what they're charged for? Crimes against humanity. Crimes against legality. The UN has said no to Site C. And I don't know, I'm going to get a hold of the UN. I wish Mr. Weaver would do this right now. He would call his friends at the UN and say, we need to censure Canada on the Wet'suwet'en. They should have walked out of the house that day that happened. And the Green Party said, we have to keep the keel. Keep the keel of what? The boat is fucking a rotten fucking vessel full of corruption and lies and armed force. I could go back to the history of armed force and repression of democracy and liberties in BC goes back to before the founding of the Dominion. Canadians are so stupid. That's because they've just been fed maple syrup and hockey and Tim's coffee for too many fucking years. And CBC used to be a good network, Not anymore. No, not since the military took it over. Not really since Pierre Trudeau's time when he shut down. People Talking Back was a televised parliament. We could still do that. All across the country, same here in the county. We could have like a televised thing where we have a call-in show. Hey, everybody that can't come in, we'd have everybody wired and have an internet parliament. We could do internet parliaments. We could do internet votes. Oh, we can't do that. It's too not security. Yeah. Well, how do we do our banking then? Fuck. People are so fucking stupid. That's what I fucking think. If they're all stupid, can be like sheep for the rest of their lives, then okay, let the steamroller roll, because then it's a matter of Darwinian evolution. Let the meek die then. If you don't want to stand up for your freedom, then you don't deserve it. Yeah, I really believe that. I stood up for my freedom, I stood up for my truths, and I got almost fucking killed for it. I may yet again. I don't intend to die. And as like Odin says, keep on going, man. You don't want to die, just keep on flying on. I got wings growing already. Wings right here, too. This is a set of wings for me. That is my new hip and the dancing. I feel really good. I want to go to Europe. I want to bring the message of the evils of the North to the world, and we can realize what a fucking scumbag machine it is, the whole Dominion of Canada. Yes, I do. A traitor? No, not at all. Not to the people of Canada, the peoples of Canada. I'll use the plural. Because there's more than one Canada. By far, there's at least 340. But we can only get maximum of, I want 30 stars. We'll be lucky to get 15, but I want 10 for BC and Alberta. And Ontario can go, I don't know, rot in its hole. You know what? Quebec can go be little fascist dictatorships that are patronized by the Trumpoids. But I want to do better than that. I want to liberate everybody. The whole world has to be liberated. There'll always be pockets of evil. We can't have any more Christchurches. There will be more Christchurches. What a terrible name for such a horrible massacre. And he didn't even go to church, that guy. What did I see about him? Oh, I can't remember what it was. It was like, yeah, it was what do you call him? If that was his name, I don't know. He's one of those guys who hates women. I can't remember what it's called. The world's going to shit because we're letting it go to shit. We're saying, oh, isn't it terrible? We ought to be afraid, be afraid. No, fear is a tool of the enemy, folks. The Morgoth, you know, in Tolkien, fear is a tool of the enemy. You have to be brave, bold, not care, and go forward. That's what brave people do. That's what brave people do. That's why we'll go to the border. America, I want my country to be free. I want to come back. I love your country. I want my country to be your country. I'm tired of the crown. I want out. That's my message at the border. And I know if you want to play that to all your American friends and say, this guy's fucking wild, man, but we don't agree with him, but look at what he's doing. But I'm going to make this and make versions of it. Yeah, I'm going to do it every border crossing I get close to. Or outside U.S. embassies in foreign cities, or Canadian embassies, High Commission in London. Yeah, I'd like to go to the High Commission. Yeah, Canada House, be outside. Be outside with a big loudspeaker, say, this is a criminal empire. The CPR was built by blood and betrayal and war. It's a lie. It's a lie. The whole thing is a lie. Please don't go to Banff. Please don't go to Jasper. Those are Fairmont hotels. They were built by ethnic cleansing. They don't belong in the Rockies. And they drain off, it's like a Walmart. They drain off the money from all small town BC, same as Rocky Mountaineer does. This is the reason why the caribou towns are going to listen to me about declaring sovereignty and asking for American protection. Really, honestly, that's the plan. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? What's the candidate to do? Well, they're going to arrest me for sure. But you also say, hey, don't arrest him. He's speaking for freedom and justice and liberty. And if the right wing doesn't stand up for me on that one, then I know the progressives will. Will they? I don't know. Anime Aquash got shot. Yeah, Jim Maloney's girlfriend at the time. Fuck. Yeah, that was it. That was it. One at standing. Bury my heart at standing knee. Or you know what I'm saying? Bury my heart at Standing Rock. Yeah, bury my heart at Standing Rock. I'll go to Standing Rock. I'd like to play at Standing Rock. I'd like to play at the Black Hills. I'd like to play whistles at the Devil's Tower. Yeah, I would. Yeah, and at the Crazy Horse thing that the guy's building. That's an amazing thing, you know. What was that big native statue? That's a fucking native woman thing in the jingle dress. Man, that's beautiful. Oh, so much more beautiful than the Mother Canada thing that fucking asshole Harper was going to put on per se. A per se so beautiful all by itself. What an abomination that thing would be. Mother Canada. No, Canada is a fiction invented by Pierre. No, it's the Dominion of Canada was a strung together set of kingdoms or principalities that were strung together as provinces and given a common crown just to build a fucking railway. Now Britain's gone. And they used genocide, and they still do. There's still ongoing people say, oh, don't stop living in the past. Well, the past was fucking last week. The past was actually that global news that I saw saying that they were just anti-pipeline activists. It was all de-escalating now. That's to try and get their investments going. No, folks. No, fossil fuels is going down the tubes. If you don't know that, you're still investing in it, you're fools. The Canadian dollar is tanking. Why? Because we have fucking Dutch disease. That's fucking why. Well, why do we just call it Alberta fucking mental disease? And I'm not blaming Albertans. I'm blaming the oil machines that have made them stupid. There's lots of colored Albertans. There's lots of Aboriginal Albertans. There's lots of progressive, tolerant farmer and other Albertans, urban Albertans that aren't the media machine saying it's one monolithic Tory state. No, it's fucking not. What a bunch of crap. I just hate the crap of the Canadian media. I hate the big networks in the States. And Amy Goodman and Chuck Wigger, they've really got to wake the fuck up. I tried to wake them up. Same with Mother Jones and stuff, but they're half asleep because this is the prison continent. It's a prison of the mind. So I don't care. I'm giving up. Dragana in Yugoslavia, she says, Mike, just give up. It's hopeless. Just play her music. She's right, so that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do right now. Look at me. Look how much I worked up again. I should go to bed, right? I should go to bed. Yeah. And Jenny in Etobicoke was saying, yeah, Mike, you got to not stop stressing out so much. It's hard not to stress out so much when you see things so clearly, and it's so frustrating to have people treat you like you do because you can see clearly. She means well, I love her for it, you know? And she's right, I need my sleep. But I can't sleep until we have a free democracy or I get off the continent again, really. I will sleep tonight, though. I'd like to play, I don't know, maybe I've run out. Maybe I should just play some whistle on. I think so, that's what I'll do. I'll save that battery, I'm going to play some whistle. So last night I played, and I had fucking Facebook trying to figure out the stream from where I was. I should have thought on just figuring out my data, that's why I bought it. I was up at the driveway up to the main house, and I didn't have it on. I was recording, so I played some really nice stuff. And fuck, it wasn't recording until I got within range. That didn't. Never mind. I didn't understand how it worked, so I thought it was recording. It wasn't. It was recording, but it wasn't broadcasting, so I didn't record anything on Facebook Live. So this time I'm just going to do this and upload it later. And this I don't need as much wind for as this controller wind as the Hungarian one. I'll take a picture of that right now and send it in that up. My friend in Debrecen. Oh. It's a mood, go to bed. Yep. Get out of the wind. That's one of my Canyon War tunes. Doesn't have a name yet. I played it really well last night for, in a certain way, of the bravery of the men going to Kamshin. The town of is called Koyam Kamshin last night. The march from Tikwalu's up over the pass and past kind of down the Anderson River, through here, Koyam, and up to Kamshin, through Siska and Kanaka, Bar. Skapa. Skapa? Skapa. Got through it. Old man is tired, I'll go to bed. until they walked into Kumsheen town is that last line. So this started the negotiations for the treaty, for the Snyder Treaty. So that's part of the story of the Canadian War. I guess it's a musical or it's another opera that I'm working on. Yeah, maybe that's it. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. Have I indeed? No, it's this way. Did that last night and did it. No, coming to the Lord, that too. The Lord is coming, all of us. The second coming is all of us. Haven't you figured that out yet? Those of us who are good against those of us who are bad. Yep, that's how it's happening. That's how it's got to happen. We have to be the ones. He's gone. Yeah, he's gone. He taught us. He left. He taught us. He left. Has it moved us in our heart? Did he really move it in your heart? Then why aren't you fighting evil people? Because if you believe you're in the good side, then you should have him inside you. Who's him? Wow, let's not call him Jesus. That's co-opting a religion. That force, him, her, whatever, the Holy Spirit, let's call it that. The Holy Spirit, the spirit of the power of good. You know, if you don't have that in you, then evil will prevail. And that's the time we're at now. Oh, I just want to go to the mall, or I wanted to get disinvolved. You hear this all the time from older people. Oh, my cousin, he goes, oh, just leave it alone. Well, I don't leave the future alone for the young people. That's why I'm looking for my grandfather's story. I don't know why, but I know that the past and the present and the future, they're all connected. Our future is determined by our past as much as it is by what we do right now. Our current history in Canada, events, are not separable from our legal past. Oh, that was long ago. Not out here, it wasn't 500 years ago. And even so, Mohawks is still, Mi'kmaq is still spoken back there. Oh, we don't want to give them sovereignty. Oh, the maple leaf, blah, 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 bullshit, blah, fleur-de-lis, Saint-Jean, Fête Nationale, blah, 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 Canada Day, blah, 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 blah. Oh, we love the crown. No, Quebec doesn't, and the natives don't. Nope. The crown to betray them? No. Do they like Pierre? I call him Pierre. Jesse. No, I won't call him Jesse. That's an affectionate term for my friend Justin. He's not Justice at all. Justin, think of justice. You are not. You're a swine, sir. Swine. Monsieur de Beauchamp. That's his great-grandma's name. I looked a little bit. I'm pretty sure that's a Bourboniste name. I'm going to look that up. There's a lot of Bourbons in the Seigneurie in France and in the upper echelon in Quebec. And the elites, because it's a stratified society like the Hunger societies. There's very little upward mobility in Canada unless you're like Michael Bublé and you can sing well. Really, honestly, that's true. Or Celine, you know, or play hockey well. Ty Domi and Belinda Stronach. What a funny story. Peter McKay and Belinda Stronach's not quite as funny as Peter, handsome guy. Yeah, Condi Rice. Man, yeah. Future Prime Minister, if he wasn't such a fucking dork. Well, what do we want a Prime Minister for? What do we want elected kings? What do we want representatives for? We should be representing ourselves through direct democracy and our own votes and our own say in referenda. Canadians, oh no, that's radical. That's too democratic. We got the Crown is the best system on the planet. Tell me how. Tell me how the Crown is the best system on the planet. It's a British fucking empire. What was good about the British Empire? Not fucking anything. Oh, we civilized them. How? No, here you didn't. You broke civilizations here. You destroyed them everywhere. You didn't even recognize the great civilization as the most ancient one in the world, India. You just exploited it. Fucking sickening. Fucking sickening what people think about the British Crown. So, it's out of my... I gotta really find my little thing for the beard. Shimmer. Some in my house. Don't think I lost it because I found something else I thought I lost. House is just chaos here. Anyways, I guess that's it. I need some food. Go to bed. I hope that's not too long either. Sorry for the ranting, folks. I can't help it. It's late. I'm just on fire with the truth. It's what all singers, all poets are. And yeah, my songs, that's why they came out like now. The lyrics are coming more and more revolutionary. And didactic, preachy. Oh, I can't help it. Rhymes are easy, especially when they're about truth. And I'm kind of trying to wing free verse lyrics too, try and break the pattern of the iambics. It's so easy in English. I should have just read some poetry tonight. I had to get some singing done. I'm glad I had some fun. It's fun music, I hope. I think Hungry Boy was pretty good yesterday. Anyway, have a nice day. Bye-bye. Have a nice day, night, whenever you see this. Thank you. Mike Clevin signing off. Big Skookum. Skookum numeral 1. Wikipedia is going to get it yet. I just haven't had time. Why should I bother? They're a bunch of children with bad attitudes. Wouldn't better expose them publicly like Jeff Lee in The Sun. Hey, Jeffy, you want to meet me in a U.S. court, bitch? Why don't we do that? That's a thought. Oh, but CRTC probably protects the lies in the Canadian media, just like the U.S. Constitution we use to protect the lies of the American media if you get the right lawyer. So the only way to change the Constitution in the U.S. is for us to be able to start that change here By seconding a new model for state government, we want some demands before we join. Linguistic rights and religious rights in the cities, sovereignty, religious rights, and land security. No giveaways of lands to the U.S. Army. We choose our waterways. We have our own, we might, in some cases. Fort Chilcotin, no. Chilcotin, no, they won't want that. Fort Chilcotin should be returned to the Chilcotin militia so they can defend their territory. It's not the entrance to the Chilcotin territory. That's exactly why it is where it is, why the Army put it there. It's a training base. Yeah, there's actually pads and stuff there for trailers. Why isn't it housing? Well, the same reason that Bridge River was raised and not given to the band for housing. No, Hydro guys have to have it. They didn't build a community back where I'm from. No, my town was erased. It's been replaced by something else. And no, I got an interview. Why are you here? Well, I'm from here. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, did you ever occur that thousands of people come from this place? Well, we have security issues. Why do we have security issues? Why? Because it's a Cold War plan, which is why it's a security issue. You can't make Slatlium country independent without dealing with the United States. I got to say that to the chiefs. You want to be this independent, get this on the map as a Slatlium nation, get American recognition for your sovereignty, and get a deal from them rather than from Anderson Consulting, which is who's running BC Hydro, which is Enron. I've discussed that with the governor. Same with the pipeline. You want to nationalize a pipeline government, then do it as an American state, help us be an American state, and then nationalize it. So it can never be played games with before. So you're going to have to go take the tar sands too. They know this, the Americans. That's what they're talking about. That's why the machinations on them having a referendum in Alberta. They're going to secure the tar sands, too much Chinese investment in Canada, including there, and the pipeline, and the LNG project, LNG pipeline, all of that was all Chinese investment requiring Canada to take any means necessary to build that pipeline. The U.S. has noticed all this. Homeland Security is not as stupid as Canadians are. I should be working for them, but I'm not a Yankee. They probably like me a lot. They probably watch me already. Hi, guys. But if not, I'll talk to Pompeo directly. Pompeo's not an asshole, I don't think. They're just waiting. They're just trying to hold the ship together while Donnie does his fucking thing and keeps on giving society. This is why this kid thinks he's wrong about our healthcare system being protected. Oh, Trump's never going to touch our healthcare system. What a fucking moron statement to make. Kid's 21 years old. Does he even know what Trump's up to? Of course he doesn't not. He's only watching the stuff pumped up by the National Conservative News Coalition Network Canada. And, I don't know, Ontario Proud, Alberta Strong, all these fucking stupid quasi-Tory, actually Russian-funded, GOP-funded, oh, fucking people are stupid. Oh, you're old and stupid, man, shut up. I will never shut up about stupid people like you. The guy who said that to me, the fat fuck. No, he's not a fat fuck. He's a lifter at my same gym who thinks he knows more than me. And yeah, Steve told me to shut up. Because again, I'm talking truth. The guy who was giving me face was wanting to kill me. I was fucking talking. This guy was looking at me. He made personal complaints about me that were entirely false. And Steve went, well, same as the fucking witch in Wikipedia. She went, well, I'm not sure it's right, so you're wrong because he says you're this, and I've heard the same thing. You heard the fucking bullshit, and you tried to use it on me. Yeah, you tried to use that thing. You're lucky I didn't sue your fucking ass, Steve Mogari. Yeah, why I can't sue their ass in this country? Because there are no human rights lawyers here that'll do it on contingency, that's why. Because we don't have a free country, and you have to have there are anti-hate laws, but you have to get the Mounties to agree, and the Mounties never agree to hate crimes. Not the real serious ones, not like that one. It's just casual. Like this Club 16 was the same thing. Fuck, people are just like, oh, it's natural to discriminate. Indians are in the way of the pipeline. And those people out there in the street, they're lowering our property values. Get that guy out of the building, he's lower property. Get the guy who was staying out. No. That's all going on in my report about my arbitration. Also, you never fuck with the writer, bitches. Any of you insulting me? I have eidetic memory. Oh, fuck. Oh, and they mocked me about that in Wikipedia. He has eidetic memory. What the fuck? Do they even fucking know what it is? No, they don't even fucking know what it is. They threw a definition at me they didn't understand. Oh, petty children with too much fucking power. This whole nation, this whole planet is full of them. Well, I tell you what, there's a culling coming, and hopefully only the stupid ones will die, but that's just not going to be the case, like Robert Service points out. It's probably going to be the best. I know, are we permanent degradation? No, I don't think so. I think there's bigger things coming. I think there's bigger things coming that's going to do things we haven't even thought yet. It's terrible what happened in Christchurch on the Ides of March. I don't know, we'll see how the year goes, but there's big things coming yet, because the things I saw from the Yule onwards during the intercalary days. Oh my God. Felt. The weird things. I was saying, oh, look at that, and look at that bit of news. Oh shit in the news, right? It was all happening like bing. Continues to. It's an escalating roller coaster. We're on crisis, climate stuff, finding ancient stuff, military stuff, risks of war. Things I've seen in terms of who's doing what to who, which country, and why. and the terrible killing in Istanbul, and oh fuck, it's a fucking roller coaster that's going like this. There's an upswing coming. I don't know when it's gonna come, but there's gonna be a fucking lot of trouble first. So I don't know. I just, like Odin says, just always be on the move. So I'm trying to do. So help me grow wings. I haven't started the Patreon yet. Just send me a note. Tell me when the Patreon's up. I'll let you know. So I got to sit down and do those pay things as soon as I pay levels. As soon as I get the thing against fucking Joel written in the morning. Finally. And why did I get distracted by the revolution again today? Why? Because it's necessary. I see some stupidity. I get treated with ignorance. I gotta shut Facebook off and ignore them. Really, because I see something that gets me going. Gets me going. So I need to de-stress. Thank you for listening. I hope the penny whistle was pretty after my roaring and screaming and expostulating I'm just making up words as I go. I'm not trying to write lyrics there right now. I have good lyrics for those ones. I'm just adding them as I go. See what comes out. Anyways, the penny whistling was pretty. I didn't have the wind to keep on going. I'll go use a nice one and fresh some morning. Somewhere prettier. Anyways, thank you for listening.